In this video, we're going to look at another method in this of our Tkinter module that I've been talking about and been making use of all this while. So the name of the module, the name of the method is called after. This after help takes mainly two parameters. There's other parameter that it takes. The first parameter we're going to make use of is called we're going to set the time we want a particular functions to run after a particular sequence of time. Second, we're going to set is like the name function. So the first parameter that we're going to set is the amount of seconds that we want these particular functions to run. Let's say in a function that displays 1, 2, 3, that just count time for you, we can tend to give it maybe 1 second after the first character is being displayed, and after the next second, the second character is being displayed. And the way that this after the way we set the seconds, it takes what's called milliseconds, meaning that 1000 milliseconds is equals to 1 second. So without let's not talk much, let's dive into this tutorial. So the first we are going to do, I want to import time. So I want to display the seconds on the screen so we can understand how this works. So let me just say I want to import time. Down here, like I said, it takes a function. The where you are going to imply the after is going to be inside of that function. Then you are going to give it the name of the function. Then you are going to display it using a label like we did here, because using label we can be able to display text on the screen. So let's define it. Let's call it display, and this display inside there, let's try calling that of time, making use of time dot local time, time dot what time. Know that this time dot local time, when we will come to, okay, let's just print it out to see what will happen in our time dot local time, because I want to read the seconds out for us. So let me call the function display. Let's run it. You can see down here I got something like time structure year, which is, this is the month, this is the day, this is the hour, and I'm interested in these seconds that is down here. I know that this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I'm interested in that of 5. So let me close this. So let's want to display the seconds here. You can see seconds is going to be in that of index what 5. So I want these seconds to be displayed on my screen or my distance after each 1 second. So I'm going to see how this is going to work. And before that, I want it to be displayed using the label. So let me comment this. I'm still going to make use of it. Let me create a label that is going to display this time on this test time form on the screen. So let me just call it label. I can call it secable. I'm going to take what the label. The first thing is going to take is of our main, initialize our application. So here I'm going to just put it on the screen, but I'm not going to do more just by saying sec.label.grid. Since this guy is in row 0, so I'm going to put it in row 1, and then it's going to be in column 3. Let me just put it in row. So this is going to display it on the screen but what do we want to display on the screen? We want these seconds to be displayed inside there. So the first what we're going to do is to configure it by calling this sec label inside here. Call this sec label inside. We're going to configure for this text that is here to this sec text to be displayed on the screen. So we're going to say dot what the conf text that is going to display the screen to be this of our sec. Hope is not confusing for us to understand. The next what we're going to do is also make use of that after here. So we can say sec label dot what after, meaning that I want to run this display function here after 1 second. So let's see. Here I can say the first one to do is set the second like display. It takes what is called that of milliseconds. So I'm going to set 1000 here, it means 1 second, and then the next one we're going to set is the function that we want to be run after that 1 second. So in our station is display. Then after that we can then call the function down here. So let's just see example, and I'm going to explain really much on it again. So let's come here. You can see something that is 27, 28, 29. See that keep on changing after 1 second. So let's say in a situation whereby I set this to 2000, which is going to be 2 seconds. So you can see it doesn't work. They're going to 41, 42, 43, wait 44. You can see go to 45. But when you set it to 1, this is going to wait after 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, it's going to run this function again. With the help of this method after here, we're able to achieve it by setting the amount of seconds here, and then the function we want to display. As you can see here, it's still ongoing here. 16, 3, 5, 7, there's a lot of what you can do, but let's say in our situation we're interested in time. Here we can run it again. So you can see it's showing us 19, 20, 21, showing us our seconds. If we're going to make use of this after in our next video. We're going to do a small project using this after. I just want us to have a small knowledge of what this after does. All these other guys that I got this, I've talked about them earlier in this video. So this is really what we looked at. Then let me talk about what we did in this video once more again. This will just create a function display and we're able to get the local time, and we're interested in that of the seconds. Then we created a label that is going to help us to display the time on the screen for us. Here inside that of the label, we configure the text to be displaying this of our sec. We want the text to be displaying this that of the seconds, and then here this we also the label to be run the function by making use of this after, which is a method in this of our Tkinter. What is after this guy going to do is going to take a seconds from us and it's going to run this function, just like saying running this entire function after 1 second. So just like putting inside a while loop or a for loop to keep on running it after 1 second. So this is basically what after does. I think there's not really much hard thing that we did here. In this video, you can see it's still counting. So I think with this we have a small knowledge around how after works. Now next video, when we make use of this after, we're going to understand how this after work really well. So I think this should be it for the video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and also hit the subscribe button. I'll be happy to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.